Hi everyone, my name is CD Young with CD Young's Karate here in Henderson. We're going to be doing a little workout for you guys today. So we're just asking everybody to follow along at home. What you're going to need for this workout is just a few different things. You're going to need just a little bit of space. You won't need a ton of space to do this activity. Everything is going to be contained to a very small zone. So if you have a small living room, small area, place in your bedroom where you can work out, that's going to work out just fine. There are a couple tools that you could use if you wanted to using this exercises today. One of the tools is going to be a chair. We're going to be doing some different kicks over that chair, so I'll kind of talk about that a little bit later. The second tool, if you have a partner or you have somebody that can assist you with your activity today, you can actually take out your chest pad as a pad to actually make contact with today as you're doing stuff. The third tool is just going to be something to hang on to as we do some of our kicking and balance drills today. That could be a couch, that could be the chair as well. Just depends on what you have available to you. Could be the end of a bed, could be the end of any sort of sitting or table or anything like that as well. So as we do our activity today, we're going to be demonstrating a lot of the activities with you. So just follow along, have a good time. And then of course, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us on our Facebook or our YouTube channels. So here we go, we're going to get started. We're going to start today with some jumping jacks. We're going to do a little bit of a cardio pace. My assistant today is Ms. Bridget. She's going to be helping me get through a lot of the activities. So as I'm talking, she may be demonstrating. Just follow along with us as we go. We're going to start with some basic jumping jacks. Take our hands at our side. When I say begin, you're just going to go in a nice steady pace. We're going to go for about 30 seconds to a minute. Again, when you do a jumping jack, you want your hands to go all the way up and touch, make contact, and feet to come apart, and then back together. We're going to do our jumping jacks together. Ready, go. Start it. Nice and steady. What I'm going to encourage for you guys as you continue to go, continue, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and time yourself. What you probably want to do is about a 30-second to a minute long jumping jack as we go. We are not going to be keeping time as we do our activity today. We're just going to kind of go for a few seconds. So if you do need to pause the video at any time, you totally can pause the video, do your element of jumping jacks, and go from there. We're going to go ahead and slow her down and stop. Good, thank you, ma'am. And then, of course, we want to do this in 3 sets. So we go ahead and take a 30-second break, and then we're going to come back for another minute-long set. So again, if she's going to go back to jumping jacks, ready, go. She would go for another 30 seconds or a minute, whichever increment that you decide to do. And of course, she would finish at the end. And then we would continue with the third set after that. The second activity we're going to do is a thing called squat jumps. Squat jumps are going to be a cardio activity. They're going to work your legs. They're also going to work your cardiovascular. You're going to breathe really heavy as you do this exercise. We're going to demonstrate as we do the first set. Depending on your mobility, depending on your level of athleticism, you can do these in modified ways. But the way we're going to do it today, so we're just going to basically stand with our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to demonstrate as we squat down. We're going to go down as far as we can, like we're trying to reach to the ground. And then we're going to just jump up, jumping up, and then going again, dropping all the way down, jumping up. Good. Now, if you would like, you can actually make this difficult as well. So you can drop all the way down, squatting down, making sure you touch the ground. And then when you jump, I want you to tuck your knees as high as you can go. So you can drop down, jump all the way up. Ms. Bridget's going to demonstrate 10. You can do a mild jump if you like, or you can go to an intermediate or advanced jump as you demonstrate. So here it is. Here's our 10 squat jumps. Ready, go. All the way down. 1. Ready, down. 2. A couple things that you'll notice as she's going on her thing. She's starting to bring her hands up as she goes. That's trying to just make the exercise a little bit more challenging as she goes. Again, she's trying to tuck her knees. You're going to get a little bit tired as you reach that 10 mark. It's okay. We're trying to build our exercise and build our activity. So go ahead. Don't worry about if you're breathing too hard. We're trying to get a little bit of sweat going as you go. And she finishes her 10. Now, as I said before, if you need to pause the video, you can pause the video. I'd like you to see at least 3 sets of these squat jumps, all the way up to 10 if you can. If you are in the beginning stages, or you are younger, or athleticism is an issue, maybe you have a knee issue, please make it easier on yourself. Take a little bit of time to do maybe a little less of your squat jumps, a little bit less of a jump, anything you can do just to move and get your body flowing through the exercise and activity. All right? The third thing we're going to do is push-ups. Now, depending on, again, your level of athleticism, you may choose to do full push-ups from a high plank. You may choose to do knee push-ups, which is what we're going to demonstrate right now. As we do our activity, what we're going to do is we're going to drop down to our knees. I'm going to turn more at an angle so you can see what we're doing. When our knees are down on the ground, we're going to take our hands and we're going to kind of walk ourselves forward so that we're in a leaning rest position. This should resemble the push-up position to you. You don't want to be high. You don't want to have any mark in your back as you're doing your push-ups. Bringing your hands all the way down. You may go up to your toes if you prefer. If you want to stay down on your knees, that is totally fine. Now you can do this real quick. You can just basically drop all the way down and push back up. If you're looking for a little more of a challenge, you can go in a slower motion. So you can drop down nice and slow, coming back up nice and slow. Ms. Bridgette's going to demonstrate 10 as we go ahead and talk about a few points so that you guys understand what the exercise is going to do. So she's going to start doing her 10 push-ups. As she's going, one of the things that she's trying to maintain is this line of her back. Remember that she's just using her knees on the ground. This is to help with building core strength, building arm strength, but also stabilization. Sometimes when you go up on your feet and you're pushing yourself, it's a great thing. It builds a lot of upper body strength, but it's not always necessary depending, again, on what level you're at. If you choose, please go ahead and go to your toes, Ms. Bridgette. You can also go to your toes and do your push-ups that way. She'll do a few different push-ups that way. Go ahead and drop back down. So, as I said before, go ahead and pause your video. Try to give me 3 sets of 10, whether they be from your knees or they be from the full plank position, going all the way down and all the way back up. Take a second to do so. All right. The last activity we're going to do for our warm-up and for our cardio workout is going to be what we call bridge kicks. Now, bridge kicks, again, I'm going to turn sideways as I demonstrate. But what you're going to do is from a seated position, you're going to use your hands on the ground. You're going to use your feet on the ground, too. At your command or at your time, you're going to raise up so you can clear your bottom from the ground. And all you're going to do is you're going to start using some basic kicks as you switch your feet each time. Your goal here would be to pressure up as high as you possibly can to clear your bottom from the ground as clear as possible, and then kick as high as you can as you do so. If you get tired, you are welcome to drop back down. You can actually still do the kicks, leaning pressure on the back hands if you're continuing your exercise, but your goal would be to get all the way up and give me 10 in a row. Go ahead, Ms. Bridgette. As she's giving me 10 in a row, she might be focusing on the snap of her kick. She's pulling back the toes of her foot so that she can hit with the ball of the foot as well. And again, she's creating this isolation of these triceps and her upper body to stabilize while she's doing her kicks. As she does 10, she would rest for another 30 seconds and then pause and do another 3 sets. We'll give you a chance to go ahead and pause for a second and do your bridge kicks at your convenience. Awesome. Good. We're going to go ahead and come to a rising position. Right now would be a great time to get a quick sip of water as I'm talking you through the next exercise. So if you need to, make sure you wipe the sweat from your brow, get a quick sip of water, and we're going to bring over our next exercise equipment. We're going to start today with the over-the-chair kick. As we demonstrate this activity, there are going to be 2 different ways that you can perform an over-the-chair kick. If you're noticing, we have the front part of the chair, which is going to be lower. We have the back part of the chair, which is going to be higher. It'll be up to you and your flexibility level to determine which part is going to be safer for you to perform. Depending on your flexibility, you may choose to do one exercise over the front, but then another exercise over the back. The kick we're going to be demonstrating today is a crescent kick as we're going over the top. It's a circular motion kick, and it's going to just require the knee to come up and make the circle. So as we're stretching over the top and stretching back, we're just going to be moving the foot back and forth over the chair. For those of you that are higher rank, advanced flexibility, or would like to push yourself, we recommend going to a higher chair level. So what you're going to do is, again, go over the top of the chair, back and forth. We are going to do a set of 30 with one leg. So it'll be over and back is 1, over and back is 2. Ms. Bridgette's going to demonstrate 15 in a row just so you can see the activity as she's pushing. She's going to use her right leg, and then we're going to pause, and then we'll switch to her left leg. So she's going to put her hands up in a guarded position. The chair is going to be anywhere between 12 to 24 inches away, depending on where you can kick from. And she's just going to make a circular motion over the top of the chair. She goes up and back, that's 1. She goes up and back, that's 2. One of the things to point out is the control of the hands. Sometimes when you're training, your hands want to start to fly away from you as you're doing your kicks. That's okay if you're focusing on trying to keep that control in. What you want to do is they're starting to fly away, start to pull them back into your body so they stay nice and tight for isolation of the body. As she's kicking, you're going to notice that her knee is starting to come up first. She's trying to pop that kick at the top to focus on the pop of the crescent kick as it goes. And of course, as she gets to that 15 mark, she's going to slow down and stop. Good. As I told you before, what our goal will ultimately be is 30 kicks with one leg, rest for a second, and then go 30 kicks off the other leg. Ms. Bridgette, would you demonstrate the 30 kicks from the other side? Ready to begin. Up and back is 1. Up and back is 2. Good. Same thing. Now, if for any reason you're starting to get tired on this kick, what I recommend is go ahead and stop the drill, turn your chair around, and start to focus on kicking over the lower end. Keep your drill going though. Good. Continue. Just because it's getting hard is not a good reason to stop. What I want you to do is I want you to find another way to complete the drill till you can finish the entire number. Again, our goal is 30 kicks. That's over and back with each leg with a short pause in the middle. We're going to give you a second to go ahead and pause the video so that you can continue your drill on your own. Thank you. As you're resuming your video, the next thing that we're going to use is our chest protector. If you haven't done so already, all we did was we pulled a chest protector from our karate bags, something that you can use. If you don't have something like this, you're welcome to use a pillow, another type of soft furniture, or something that you can just touch with. You're not going to be making any sort of heavy contact, so you don't need anything that's going to break or be hard surface. On the back side, all we did was we just tied up the chest gear so that it would stay shut, so that it's not flopping around. Strings you can always tuck in if you need to. We're going to be demonstrating now is just an exercise called switch kicks. As Ms. Burchett demonstrates, what she is going to do is she is basically going to switch her feet every single time, and then she's going to throw one kick. So as she does this, she switches her feet one time, she throws a back touch kick. Now, she's going to switch her feet twice, 1, 2, and throw 2 kicks. 1, 2. Good. Then she's going to switch her feet 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Tap, tap, tap. Now, if holding the kick for the balance is an issue, that is totally fine. You may kick 1, set it down. Kick 2, set it down. Kick 3, set it down. On the next 2 sets, she'll demonstrate. So she's going to switch 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes 1, set, 2, set, 3, set, 4. And we're going to go all the way up to 5. So go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Good. Stay right there, please. Sometimes as we're doing our workouts, we don't have a partner, and that is totally fine. What I want you to do is be visualizing the target. So imagine the person is standing in front of you with their target. They may have a low target for the groin. They may have a middle target for the center of the body. They may have a high target for the face. So we have already gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to work our way down. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Ms. Burchett's going to use me as a visual target. She's going to switch 5 times. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and throw 5 kicks. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. She resets. Switching to 4. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 kicks. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and set. Switching to 3. Go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and go. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and switch to 1. Ready, go. 1, and hit. Now, as we do this exercise, we're probably going to do it 2 times. We're going to go all the way up to 5, all the way back down to 1, then we're going to rest for 30 seconds to a minute, and we're going to reset the drill. Go all the way up to 5, all the way back down to 1 more time, and then take your break. We're going to give you a second to pause the video to go ahead and complete your activity. Coming back, we are going to do one more game with our legs before we move to our upper body. This is going to be a game called Alphabet Kicks. A fun way to play this game is to think of your own name. You're going to basically count the letters in your name. That's the number of kicks that you're going to do. For instance, my name is CD Young. 1, 2 for the letter CD. 5 in my last name, Y-O-U-N-G. So I'm going to be doing 7 kicks. We're going to go all the way. So it'd be like this. My hands come up, elbows come in. It'd be C-D, Y-O-U-N-G. Setting it down. Same thing on the other side. C-D, Y-O-U-N-G. Now, what I think is kind of fun when you're playing this game is actually using the people that are in your family too. If you have a family of 4, family of 5, family of 6, it's going to increase the activity because you're going to be counting the number of letters in their name and doing the entire number of kicks for those people. The other way you could play this is you could actually call out a letter. You could say, we're going to do letter E. So we're going to count A, B, C, D, E. So as I call out a letter, Burchett's going to say the alphabet as she goes all the way up. So it would be like this. It would be D. Count it out. A, B, C, D. She sets her foot down. Switch your feet.
Yes, sir.
Now we go off the other side. Say G.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Excellent. And of course, if I wanted to, I would say Z, because then I wanted to do all of her kicks to follow along with that. But right now, we're going to go ahead and hold. We're going to let you guys either spell out your name or as you're with your partner, call it a letter that they can participate in. You're going to do this entire drill for 2 minutes to make sure that you get a good workout. So you might spell your name C, D, Y, O, U, N, G consistently over the back and forth for 2 minutes. We're going to let you go ahead and pause so that you can go ahead and follow that activity. Resume when you are ready. Excellent. Thanks for coming back to us. What we're going to do is our last activity, which is going to be an upper body drill. So Ms. Burgette's going to stand on my left. I'm going to be here on the right. We're going to get into a fight position. Doesn't matter which leg you use. When we go from our fight position, you're going to notice that our footwork, our front foot is straight, our back foot is kind of curved in, our hips are turned in just a little bit. Our hands come up to either a boxing or ready stance up here. We don't typically do our fight position from here, which is a sideways, more traditional style position. We're going to bring our hands up. What we're going to do is we're going to start working on some back fist. Back fist or back knuckle strikes are going to use the back of the hand, reaching forward and popping towards the nose. As I count, you're going to pop. She's going to key eye for effect as we do our motions. We're going to make sure that every time we pop, we're snapping the hand nice and hard. Here's the counts as we go. This is just a back fist position. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to switch our feet. Switch. And we're going off the other side. Leaning in as we do our back knuckle strike to the nose or to the side of the head. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Check out your arms for just a second. We are going to switch back to the other side. We are going to add a move. So when we do this next move, we are going to throw the back fist. Go ahead and do that with me, Burgette. And then we're going to use our backhand. We're going to throw what we call a reverse punch or a cross punch. We're going to take that punch to the jaw. So it'll be 1, 2. The key eye will be on the second punch. Following along with me, we're going to pop those kicks going into that frame, Ms. Burgette.
Yes, sir.
Ready to go. Pop those punches. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now freeze for a second. I want you to notice something on my back foot. As I throw that cross or that backhand reverse punch, I want to see that hip turning into the punch as you go. Get a little bit of extra motion out of the punch. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching feet. Ready? Switch.
Yes, sir.
Here we go off the other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Shaking it out as we take a breath. The last one we're going to do with our upper body only is going to be a back fist punch and then an elbow. Here's how it's going to be demonstrated. We're going to throw the back fist. We're going to throw that cross punch. Good. Then we're going to pull it back and we're going to elbow strike. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. So it's going to be again 1, 2, and 3. Good. Here we go with our back fist, reverse punch, elbow strike. On my count, we will key eye on the elbow strike. Ready, go. 1. Ready, 2. 1, 2. Ready, 3. 1, 2. Ready, 4. 1, 2. Ready, 5. 1, 2. Ready, 6. 1, 2. Ready, 7. 1, 2. Ready, 8. 1, 2. Ready, 9. 1, 2. Ready, 10. 1, 2. Good. Go ahead and switch your feet for me. Yes, sir. Here we go. Off the other side. Remember, it's back fist. It's reverse punch. Pulling it back, following with the elbow strike. Here we go. Ready, 1. Hit, pull it back, and a little faster. 2. 1, 2, and ready, 3. 1, 2, and ready, 4. 1, 2, and ready, 5. 1, 2. Ready, 6. 1, 2. Ready, 7. 1, 2. Ready, 8. 1, 2. Ready, 9. 1, 2. Last one. Ready, 10. 1, 2. Good. Shake it out, please. Very nice. On our last activity, we're going to do a little bit of core activity, also moving the legs one more time. What we're going to do is we're going to do a reach and a grab and a knee position. Now, you can do this a couple different ways. Number one, you could be aggressive as you move. You could jump into it, slam nice and hard. Second one, do it more for a range of flexibility. You go all the way up, extending your core, extending your body, and then all the way up with the knee. Striking, driving, striking, driving. I am going to demonstrate the power. Brigitte is going to demonstrate the stretch. As we do it, every time I count, we will reach, grab, and we will either strike hard or she will stretch high on the knee. Here it is. We're going to do 10 with our right knee. Here we go. Ready? 1.
Yay!
Ready? 2.
Yay!
Ready? 3.
Yay!
Ready? 4.
Yay!
Ready? 5.
Yay!
Ready? 6.
Yay!
7.
Yay!
8.
Yay!
9.
Yay!
10.
Hey!
Going off the other side. Switch your feet.
See?
Here we go. Off the other side, nice and strong. Ready? 1.
Yay!
2.
Yay!
3.
Yay!
4.
Yay!
5.
Yay!
6.
Yay!
7.
Yay!
8.
Yay!
9.
Yay!
10.
Yay!
And freeze. We're going to return back and we're going to rest, shifting it out. Awesome. We're really proud of you guys today for your workout. One of the things that we're going to encourage you to do, don't stop here. If you want, turn into another workout or 2. Go ahead and start picking up your katas or your 1-steps. Go on our app, you're going to find that katas and 1-steps for all of our lower ranks are listed right there in the resources. We're excited for you to work out with us. Please reach out if you have any questions. Fix here, Chariot. Have a great night.